My husband passed away in a car accident with his affair partner,
Welcome and welcome back to the channel.
leaving behind two kids, which was a result of his infidelity. Now, my husband's parents and his affair partner's parents are looking at me to adopt the kids and raise them as my own. I'm a 45-year-old female, and I had a 49-year-old husband, and we were together for 23 years. He started an affair with a 20-year-old girl in 2020. I recently found out this year that he was cheating on me when she gave birth to twins in March. I started the divorce, and it has been a lengthy process due to us owning properties together, and also he used our shared account to fund his affair. We almost had the divorce finalized when my husband and his affair partner tragically passed away in a car accident, leaving their two boys orphaned. Now, I'm not sure about the affair partner's parents and their situation, but they're letting me know that none of them can take the child, and she only had one sibling who lives overseas. My husband, his parents live in assisted living and they can't have any children. He didn't have any siblings. He had one aunt, but she's been child free her whole life and she does not want any kids. So my in laws are looking at me to take over the kids because me and him was still married at the time of his death. And all his assets were signed over to go to me if anything happened to him. Now, we own properties together, like I said, and some other stuff. And in our account, that joint account, we have about $25,000 in savings. Well, the thing is, I don't want them. I don't want to take the kids because I know a big part of me will always resent them and they don't deserve that. Also, me and my husband have two girls, one 14 and one 16. And I know I won't be able to love those affair kids like I love my own kids. I did say, though, to whoever wants to take the boys, those twins, that they can have the $25,000 from the joint account in the same. They can have that money. That way the kids don't have anything. The thing is, no one wants to take them, so everybody is looking at me.
Hi, besties. Whatever decision she chooses to take, I think she's right because in this situation, there's no wrong or right decision. Whatever she chooses is her choice. I don't think they have the right to force her to make decisions she don't want or something she might regret later in life. I know kids are blessing, but they should consider her feeling also. What if she takes these kids and later hates the kids for crime they did not commit because she's angry at her husband and their late mother and she punished them for that? I don't know. I just don't know. They should just let the woman make the decision herself. Let her make the decision. It's her decision to make. Like, what do you guys think? What do you think? Let's go back to the video. Let's continue.
I thought me and my husband were happy. I loved my husband. But when I found out about the affair, of course I was shocked. And he started being so mean to me. He even started blaming me for him cheating. He even tried to kick me out of my home. It was the home that I grew up in that we were staying at. He had no ownership in it whatsoever. He tried to kick me out. He even started being mean to our girls. Our girls don't like his twins. They don't like the babies because they feel like they're a big deal in what happened with me and their father. I tried to get them to visit their father and they wouldn't. So I just know that I probably can't take these kids. In no situation, it seemed like it was good for me to do. They gave me a week to decide, or the kids would go into a foster home. At the moment when it first happened, they were with their maternal grandparents. So I was thinking, what should I do? Because I really didn't want any babies. I don't even have the energy to raise babies again. But my husband's parents wanted me to get them. The affair woman's parents wanted me to give them, and my own mother wanted me to take the babies. Now, I know my mother was probably having some type of grandparent fever or grandchild fever, whatever, but it really hurt not having my own mom on my side. So I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And I decided I have to put my children first. My two girls just lost their dad. My two girls are going to need therapy. My two girls are going to be going to college soon. I wish I had the mental fortitude to take those boys, but I don't. So I arranged a meeting with my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and the maternal grandparents of the boys. We all met out at a restaurant, and I told them I will not be taking any type of responsibility for those boys. My mother-in-law almost hit me, but my father-in-law stopped her, and thank goodness we were in a public place. The maternal grandparents kept pleading with me and begging with me to take the boys. And I told them no, no, no. And they kept pleading with me until they called me selfish. And that's when I lost it. Because the only person that's selfish is my husband and their daughter. They're the ones that ruined the marriage. Their daughter is the 20-year-old who went after a man who was married double her age. They're the only ones that ruined and made this situation for these boys. I told them that and I left. And then I got in contact with my lawyer who I used for the divorce, letting him know in no circumstances am I to be legally responsible for them children. Make sure CPS or whoever needs to know that I have no attachments to those kids and I will not be adopting them. I let my in-laws know and the maternal grandparents know that if they try to contact me again concerning this matter, I will get a cease and desist. And I told my in-laws that for the foreseeable future, they no longer have access to my daughters. Because before I went to go talk to them, my in-laws don't know that I spoke to my daughters. My youngest daughter wouldn't even speak to me. My oldest daughter pulled me to the side and said, let's just us two talk. She told me that my in-laws have been in their ear telling them that they need to get a job when the baby comes, that they will no longer be able to go to private school, and they need to watch out about college because they might not be able to get there either. And since they have separate rooms, they're going to have to share rooms because the babies need space. Now, I didn't know any of that, but basically my in-laws have been poisoning my kids and their feelings, telling them that the babies are going to take priority. So I said, listen, your in-laws, your grandparents have no say in where you go to school. If you have to work, your college will be paid for. Your tuition will be paid for. You can get a job if you want to. It'd be a good idea. They have no say about if you have to move rooms or any of that. None of that is happening. So you don't have to worry. But after learning that, yeah, you have lost access to my girls. You will no longer be able to speak to them until I see it fit. I told my girls not to blame those boys for the mistakes of adults. They told me that they understand, but they don't want to talk to them right now. And that right now gave me hope for the future that maybe later on they'll try to have a relationship with their brothers. A few days later, the boys ended up going into CPS. And I got a call saying that I was interested in adopting them. And I said, no, I don't remember any of that. Turns out my in-laws put me as a reference as adoption as a potential mother. And they was giving me a call and I let them know the situation. The operator apologized and removed me from the list. I then got a visit from my in-laws cursing me out because I let the kids go to CPS and because I didn't adopt them. They then served me for grandparent rights and for custody. They want to take custody of my girls and of the twins. Now, I know CPS won't let them do that. But when it comes to my girls, no way in I ever letting them get custody. So I can't speak about that matter right now. But I know it's going to be in my favor. After a while, the boys did end up getting adopted. They got adopted from some cousins on my husband's side of the family. I met them. They are great people. They even told my daughters that at any point, if they want to talk to their brothers, they can. Now, my daughters weren't too fond of the idea at first, but they said, you don't have to even think of them as your brothers. You can think of them as your cousins. And to say these people are great are an understatement. They let me know that the maternal grandparents contacted them and were very harsh and rude and demanded visitation, and they cut them off completely. They almost cut off my in-laws because they were on the same type of wave, but my in-laws ended up straightening up, and they said they'll just be known as uncle and aunt, not grandpa and grandma. So they're great people. They adopted the kids. They're no longer in CPS. As far as the custody battle, I'm still in it, but I know it's going to go in my favor.
It's the audacity for me, the audacity of the grandparents. Like, what audacity? They are doing the most. The grandparents are doing too much at this point. Like, you guys should take the kids if it's that easy. She's even offering to give you guys money, or whoever will take care of the kids, money to take care of the kids. The woman is not even wicked. She is nice because that $25,000 is her money. She worked hard for it. It's her money. I don't get. At this point, no is a complete statement. Yes, no is a complete statement. Why force someone to pay for someone else's crime? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's not like she knew from the beginning. Like she knew when I don't know, maybe she and the husband took the decision together. Oh, I want to have boys. I don't get it. You cannot take care of your own daughter's children. Nobody's prepared for anything to happen. Nobody. There's some situation we find ourselves, we just like, you know what, let's just go with the flow. They're your grandbabies, take care of them. Take care of them. Stop forcing them on someone else. And if she take those kids and she maltreats them, they will still be the ones that will come back for her. They will come back for her. They will drag the living daylight out of her. And the audacity for them to want to take custody of who? Our daughters, but they cannot take custody for the twin boys that need somewhere to stay. The grandparents are doing the most, like they are doing too much. So if they can take custody for our daughters, but they cannot take custody of the twin boys, I don't get it. Like something's wrong somewhere. They need to check properly. Something is wrong somewhere. Guys, what do you guys think? What's your take? Do you think she should take the kids? Because her mom too is forcing her to take the kids. Do you think she should take the kids? Or was she right? Or was she wrong? What's your take? Let us know in the comment section. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to follow me. If not, I'm going to haunt you. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like the video because I'm going to haunt you. Yeah. If you do not subscribe, I will haunt you. I know I don't look scary. I know I do not look scary, but I'm going to haunt you. So like the video, subscribe,